It's black and white. It's black and white.
To have your perfect wedding, they should understand the craft of freeing themselves from the stress of putting their hands into everything that happens. They should not get to engage in every department. They should get people who are professional enough to get engaged in every department they can trust to handle their departments. This will put everything together and will make the job very easy and will give a very beautiful night. Because you will not need to watch out for, who is carrying the wine there, who is doing this there. You just sit, relax, and you trust yourself. And trust me, many people do not understand the job of these particular people, the groomsmen and in fact the bridal trade. Many people do not, I don't know if it's the bridal trade or the bridal train, how is it?
Yeah, whatever.
So the groomsmen
sometimes I call
and
them,
the bridesmaid.
Yeah, I call them groomsmen and bridesmen. I don't know. I just usually mix it up. The one that comes to mind at that time, it works. So long as the message is passed through, then that's great.
You know, couples selecting their bridesmaid and groomsmen tend to be like, we are bringing people with whom we are celebrating our wedding, our magical moment together. And these people do not know what they are supposed to do. They think it's just to come, sit behind the couples, carry their flowers or their dresses and just come and sit and eat. At that particular night, they have to ensure that everything runs smooth. We call them, in my own words, I say they are the boy and the girl of the couples. But most of them do not understand. So get people who understand what they ought to do, their contribution for that particular event to make it perfect. But one thing I'm very certain about is that many couples and many event organizers will tend to blame the MC if things did not work out the way they want, because they think the MC is a magician, because everything is entrusted on the MC. Yes, it's true. But what if the MC has to announce the entrance of the couples, and trust me, the person who is supposed to make way for the couples to enter the hall has not done anything. The DJ has not gotten the music ready. So the light technician who is supposed to control the lighting in the hall is not following up.
Hey people, I wanted to take a brief break from this conversation, and I hope you're enjoying it just as much as I am. And there are two things I wanted to talk about. Firstly, did you know that 99% of the people that are watching this podcast on YouTube are not subscribed? Which is a high chance that you who is watching right now is not subscribed. But first, I really want to thank you, first of all, for watching the podcast in the first place. And number two, guys, hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, man, and it's gonna be really, really amazing. The second thing is, if you're a bride or a groom preparing your wedding and still looking for a team of professional photographers and videographers to cover your special day, I would like to encourage you to give us a call and let us have a chat. The Chapnik Pictures team here has over a decade of experience capturing from very intimate weddings to large and very chaotic ones. I'll make sure to put a link in the description so you can contact us on WhatsApp. So we can have a chat, see if we are a good fit for each other. Now, let's get back into that conversation.
So would you say, is it the role of the MC to take care of all those things to make sure that everything is ready to go before he announces that something is ready to go? Or whose role is that exactly?
It is the role of the event organizer.
Right, the event
to make sure that everything is on point. Because I witnessed a moment where, as an MC, when I go with sometimes I work out the program for the night with the event organizers. We take it to the couples, they validate, and I'm sure I ask the event organizer, is everything set? Yes, because at a point, I will not be walking to the event organizer, are we ready to do this now? No, I already know, okay, everything is there, time. Punctuality, they say, is the key. Punctuality, they say, is the soul of business as well as the politeness of prince. So we ought to be punctual. So when you give me something on a list and you say this is supposed to happen at 8:45, you need not to remind me that it ought to happen at 8:45. It's already there. So at 8:45, I'm announcing it. Now, if I look at the atmosphere, it's not good enough. I have to lure the people into the event, try to gain some time, try with communicating that with the event organizer, because I might be intruding into the event, into the plan of the event. So before I do that, I need to alert the event organizer. So she knows or he knows that, okay, I'm shifting by 5 minutes because things are like this.
We don't really face those type of problems since because we are always hand in hand. We work hand in hand with say the event organizer or the event planner in this case, and just make sure that everything is the program. We kind of have the program at the forefront of our head, and also we are always anticipating. So we are always anticipating, and since we have done this a lot and so many times, when we already see things moving in a certain way, we already know that this is probably the next thing which is going to happen, and we already position ourselves to know how to go with it. Because I can tell you there were some times when we went out to work with, we get to the reception, and before we are still putting our things and trying to get things, and we just hear the MCs already announcing, oh, the entrance of the couple, and you find us running up and down. In order to, like, guy, my man, and that is even before we have even seen the MC. We just see the MC comes out from nowhere. And it's like, this is what is happening right now, and we are like, everything is just upside down. Nobody is ready. Everything is just going, and then
that's a very important aspect. MCs ought to be very flexible. Know what to do at every point in time, because some couples are not only terrible but horrible. At one point they'll give you a program and you'll be like, okay, this is on the program, and as you're announcing, they say, no, don't put that on the program, and you don't have a choice. You have to remove it immediately. Even if you've announced it, you have to go back to undo what you've done, even if it was on the program. Now we are doing that because it is their night, and everything that happens on that night is supposed to be in accord to their wish. So we give them what they want. And at a point in time, there was this wedding I was emceeing, and the sisters of the groom came up with something they want to do. They came to me. I said, okay, since they are family, let me just announce them. Trust me, when I announced them, after 2 minutes, the bride called me and said, send them away. I had no choice to cut their performance short and call the next thing, because I felt like I was trying to give joy to the couple. Now I wasn't giving them joy anymore. So it's actually conflicting at one point in time. That is why I always want to say, as an MC, and what has helped me in this particular field, handling weddings, it's like I put myself like, okay, the couples, we have one-to-one chat almost all the time. You okay? Even before we're getting into the reception hall, I'm like, is it okay, right? You're good with this? Okay. We have 2 hours, 3 hours, yeah, max 2 hours. I just work with that time frame, because they're very complicated at times. Many things are running through their head, You just have to work with them.
Thank you for watching this clip from Your Perfect Wedding podcast. Click here to watch another clip, or click here to watch the full video.